Odd. That sounds pretty reasonable. You just wanted your dad back.
There was one boyfriend. He's my stepdad now, Stephen. He was much older than my mum and completely loaded. I came home from school one day and he was shouting at her, calling her names. I guess he found out that she was seeing other men.
He starts combing Cammie's hair with his fingers. She closes her eyes, enjoying the soft touches.
I just lost it. I was so mad. I ran at him and started punching him. I was only 12, so I didn't do much damage, but I did knock out a tooth.
Jesus. He nods.
My mum was horrified. She put me in anger management classes, and when they didn't work, she shipped me off to American army camps. I went every summer until I turned 18.
He tucks Cammie's hair behind her tiny ears.
They worked better than the therapy. I learned to control myself.
Control yourself? I echo faintly. What does that mean?
To keep my emotions in check, to act rationally and logically, so I didn't hurt people.
A vein throbs in his temple.
They weren't perfect, though. I still get angry. I still struggle. I guess it'll always be a part of me.
I think of all of Sebastian's odd little quirks. The cleanliness, the perfectly pressed suits, his distress when the house gets messy. I remember Jack's words. It scares him, being out of control. Did you ever hurt anybody else? I ask carefully. Or was it just that one time?
Just once.
When you were 12. What, 16 years ago?
18.
And you still think that if you let loose, you'll turn into the Hulk? I shake my head, anger bubbling inside me. Since you were a kid, you were told that you were some kind of violent monster. So you keep all of your emotions locked inside you until the pressure gets so bad you get physically ill. His mouth flattens.
I have to, for the sake of the people around me.
Sebastian, you hit a man once, when you were a child. That does not make you a monster. He doesn't respond. I sigh. If Cyrus went to work and found one of the girls getting harassed by a guy in the club, what do you think he'd do?
I don't know.
He'd probably yell at the guy, and if he didn't stop, I'd bet my whole salary that he would punch the man in the face. It might not be the best response, but it's a very understandable one, and it wouldn't make him a monster. I lean forward, taking his hand. Sebastian, you're not violent. You were an angry kid who wanted to protect his mum. Protect, not hurt. He opens his mouth, but I interrupt him. I grew up in care. I've looked after tons of children. I know plenty about angry kids. They aren't monsters, they're just hurting. Any therapist or parent worth anything should be able to see that. You'd lost your dad. You should have been helped, not punished.
You're wrong, he says, staring down at Cammie. And I don't know what to do. I don't feel safe keeping Cammie, but I don't feel safe giving her back to her mother either. I don't know what to do.
He takes a deep breath, running his fingers through Cammie's fine hair.
I think maybe it's time I gave her up.
Fear bolts through me. Chapter 39.
I don't think I can be a good father to her,
he continues woodenly.
Last night, if you hadn't come, I don't know what would have happened. What if I passed out and dropped her? What if she starved because I couldn't stand up to make her a bottle?
My blood is rushing through my body. I fight to keep my voice level. Do you want to be a father to her? He nods slowly. Then learn. I'm assuming I don't have to tell you that people with chronic pain conditions can have children. If you need some extra help, that's okay. You've got 2 friends willing to help you every step of the way. 3 friends. He wipes a hand over his mouth.
But what if she'd have a better life without me? What if she got adopted by a family who actually knows what they're doing? Or a couple who've been trying to have a baby for years? They'd want her so much. They'd understand the difference between Montessori and Waldorf schools, and what kind of baby food is best for her, and whether she should be co-sleeping or in a crib.
He fists his hands in his hair.
I've been reading baby advice books since we first got Cammy, trying to work out how to look after her. They all say that the way you raise a child will affect her forever. This is the stage where she'll develop fears and complexes and anxieties. What if I hold her too much and she grows up with separation anxiety? Or not enough and she grows up feeling like she's unloved? What if I'm too nice or too harsh? I could ruin her life without ever meaning to.
Oh, Seb. I put a hand tentatively on his back. I wish you'd told me you were worried about these things. He sighs, pulling Cammy closer to him.
What would happen?
He asks, his voice breaking.
If I did put her in care.
I close my eyes. My heart is pounding. Well, I start slowly. She's small and cute and healthy. There's a good chance she'll get adopted quickly.
Weren't you adopted? Were your parents nice? Did they vet them properly?
I raise an eyebrow.
Cyrus let it slip. Sorry, is it a secret?
Not a secret. But I wasn't adopted. I was fostered. I look down at my hands. My mum gave me up when I was 4. I was in the care system until I turned 18. Bounced between residential care homes and foster families. He watches me intently.
Was it bad?
I hesitate. Not really. Nothing bad happened to me. All my foster parents were nice. I curl my finger in Cammy's hair. And the care homes were sometimes fun. There were so many kids it was kind of like a school camp or something.
But?
He prompts when I trail into silence. I swallow thickly. Well, it's not a school camp. You don't ever get to go home. Ever. You don't have one. He frowns.
How come you weren't adopted? Did you not like any of the foster families?
I laugh, tears popping into my eyes. Because no one wanted me, Seb. No one. I was passed around like a shitty Christmas present. Sometimes I'd go through 3 foster families a year. Families I knew were fostering to adopt. I rub my eyes. Even after all this time, I can't talk about this without crying. It's kind of a screwed up system, actually. It felt like some of them were just shopping for kids. And there was always one kid smarter or prettier or more talented than me. Most parents don't pick the freckly ginger kid as their ideal child. I felt like a toy that got left on a shelf in a toy store. He doesn't say anything, drawing slow circles on Cammy's back. I bite my lip. I'd hear the foster parents talking about me behind my back. It was always the same. She's so rude. She didn't offer to do the washing up. Her teachers say she's falling behind in class. I don't think she'll make the gifted program. It's a pity about her hair. It makes her look so scruffy. She really needs to lose some weight. Shit like that. I'd hear them critiquing me, and I'd do whatever I could to mould myself into the kid they wanted, because I wanted a family so bad. Tears roll down my cheeks, and I quickly wipe them away. I lost weight. I straightened my hair. I studied like crazy. At a couple of foster homes, I would do hours of chores every night. I'd cook dinner, clean the kitchen, clean the bathrooms, hoover the whole house, do laundry, do dishes, tidy all the kids' rooms, babysit. On top of going to school and doing my homework, I'd do anything, be anything to make them keep me.
They exploited you,
he says quietly. A bit, Yeah, but it was my fault for letting them.
You were a kid. None of it was your fault. They were in a position of power over you, and they turned you into their personal bloody living maid.
I looked down at my hands. When I left the system, it took me so long to build up my self-esteem so that I thought I was equal to other people. I've really only managed it in the last couple of years. Sometimes I still notice myself. I grimace.
What?
Trying to ingratiate myself to other people, saying what they want to hear, changing myself to look like what they want to see, doing too many favours. I give him a pointed look.
That's why you cleaned the flat when I yelled at you.
I nod, embarrassed. I went to a therapist a while back, and she said it's an extension of the fight or flight response. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. When I'm in stress, I fawn. I try to make people like me. It's just a reflex. I don't think about it, but it's awful. My voice changes, the way I speak changes. I'm so submissive, even when I don't want to be. I'm always happy to do favours and help people out, but if I think someone is taking me for granted, it kind of takes me back. I don't want to be that desperate, exploited kid again, Seb. I can't. He doesn't say anything, jogging Cammy gently in his arms. I sigh. Sorry, this isn't about me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, being put into care is a really hard thing for a child to have to put up with. I look up at Seb. His grey eyes are burning with intensity. If you really don't want Cammy, then fine. Give her up. But don't assume her life will be better because of it. Don't assume you're the worst thing for her, because you probably aren't. You're her family. A baby knows when they've been taken away from their birth parents. There have been studies on it. It leaves a mark. I stroke Cammy's fat cheek.